What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's Arrow with Passion to Profit, and in this video we're going to break down a couple tickers that were gapping up today. One was WWR, and the next one we're going to break down is GRNQ. And before we get into this video, the purpose of this is for you to take notes so that you can become a little more self-sufficient when it comes down to you doing your own technical analysis on the charts. So you want to make sure you're able to do this by yourself and not with anyone really by your side, because when these things are moving in the moment, these are just things you have to understand. And the best practice is just getting your experience in and getting your screen time in. So just watching the market and being in front of it. You don't have to always be actively placing trades, but you do need to be in front of the market so that you can familiarize yourself with a lot of these movements. Now, we're just going to get straight into the video. We're going to start off with ticker WWR. And ticker WWR from last Friday had a nice push, and everybody was talking about this in the group chat. So this wasn't a ticker that was hidden. Everyone knew about it and saw it moving. Now, a lot of people were waiting to see what was going to happen. We got a gap up over the weekend, and we had a massive push just from the morning. And I'm going to zoom in from the morning. And you can see after this big push in the morning, we had a second big push coming around midday. But one of the first key areas that I want to point out is the high from yesterday. So this is going to be an important level. Why? Because it was the previous day high. And that's just always going to be an important area. The previous day high and the previous day low can always act and have some type of reaction at that specific area. So just keep that in mind. And now I'm going to go to the year chart and just zoom in. And this candlestick right here, this was on Friday. Just from the morning, I can go ahead and put a line on top of the high from last Friday. And now let's see what happened today. Just from the morning on WWR, we had a slight push and then a slight dip beneath VWAP, and then it reclaimed VWAP and had a massive push. So that's showing a lot of strength immediately. Second, we get a rejection up here. We get a second push, get a rejection, and then we get a flush beneath the VWAP. So we know it's under VWAP. We know it's showing a little bit of weakness because it's downtrending beneath VWAP. We can see that the shorts are in control right here. You can see it's kind of consolidating and bouncing around and hitting that line we had put in, which was, again, the high from last Friday. Now, if I go back over here, this is a high from last Friday. So it's not too much of a coincidence why we're having some kind of consolidation or some kind of decisions being made at this level. Because again, when a stock's not taking a direction, if it's not uptrending or it's not downtrading, it's kind of just consolidating. That means decisions are currently being made. People don't know what's going to happen. Nobody can predict the market, but you just have to be on the side that has the edge. And not everything is 100%, but you can see that this level right here acted as some sort of support and then had a massive bounce off of that, ended up pushing towards its highs and closing at or near its highs for the day. That's WWR. That's just something I want to show you. Make sure you're putting in your support and resistance lines in. Make sure you're putting in lines at key areas where there could be some type of reaction or where there are going to be decisions being made. One thing I like to tell myself when I'm trading is you just want to know where on this chart are the longs trapped, or where on this chart did the longs might want to get in, and where on this chart are the shorts in, or where on the chart are the shorts trapped, or where on this chart do the shorts want to get out. So that really helps me taking it from two perspectives, the longs view and the shorts view. That was WWR, and I'm just going to bring it over here on trading view real quick. So this is what WWR looked like today. We had the push beneath VWAP in the morning, then we had that massive push above VWAP, and then that sell-off right here where it looked like the short started to gain control. Then we had WWR turning back around from that Friday day high around this level that we were talking about on TD Ameritrade. Then we had a push, more of this consolidation again, like we talked about. The consolidation is where people are making decisions and nobody knows what's going to happen in these levels, but people are making decisions. And then we have a massive pop right out of that, shooting for the day high again and then closing at its highs. So this is what WWR looked like over here on TradingView. And again, if you're in our private group, you'll have access to stuff like that. Now we're going to go over to GRNQ, gapping up about 125%. We know already GRNQ is very overextended. So if you're someone that goes long on stocks, your initial reaction might not be, oh, this is something I might want to get in because it might go up another 100%, which, yeah, it could happen. Maybe go up 100, 1,000%. We've seen those moves happen pretty recently as well. But this is a little more favored to the short side, right? It's a little overextended. And again, this could easily bounce over here, curl, make day highs, and keep squeezing if it gets enough volume, all that good stuff. But if you're someone that goes long, your initial reaction might not want to be, oh, I want to chase the first spike I see. No, if something's overextended, that means it's overbought. And if something's overbought, that means it's bound to retrace, or that means it's bound to take a break sometime. GRNQ out of the gates, we had a little spike. That's why we have this long topping tail. Whenever we have a long topping tail like this is letting us know that sellers are rejecting this price up here. And when I see the market open and I see this long topping tail and sellers rejecting the price up here, and then I see a flush beneath the VWAP, that is letting me know, okay, sellers may be in control right now. So if sellers are in control, you might not want to be looking for a dip buy because there may be lower highs and lower lows. As you can see, that's exactly what happened. One thing that you can start practicing to help you notice if buyers or sellers are in control is start reading your level 2. This is something that you're going to have to start looking at throughout the day when the market's actually moving. But the best way to really learn this is just by looking at it every single day, and you're going to start picking up on a lot of little things just on the level 2. Right over here is the sellers, and over here is the buyers. So the askers is the sellers, the bid is the buyers. Right here is the bid size, and over here is the ask size. We'll save that for another video, but if you are curious, you can start researching a little bit more about the level 2 and how you can use that as a little bit more of an edge in the market as well. We get the weakness right out of the gates on GRNQ, so we can already assume that the shorts are already jumping on this thing, especially if you're not sure where to get into these stocks and you're not even sure if it's a good opportunity yet. One thing that can at least help you is make sure you're not really buying things, or make sure you want to stay a little more away from things that are trending beneath the VWAP, because when things are trending beneath the VWAP, that is showing weakness. And the VWAP is the volume weighted average price. So if we get an uptrend above the VWAP, that's showing strength. Beneath the VWAP, that's showing weakness. And you can see whenever we're having a downtrend, we're beneath the VWAP. And you can see when we caught a little bit of strength, we pushed our way above VWAP. It couldn't hold the VWAP, came back down, but you can see when it was above VWAP, there was still some sort of push. So that's one thing I want you to be careful for and watch out for. When things sell off, and just because they're down a lot, it doesn't always mean they're a good buy, because you might just be buying into a lower high. Look out for if these stocks are making higher lows for the day and lower lows. And if they are, you want to be careful with your long position, and then vice versa. GRNQ over here on TradingView, if I plug it in, where was the morning? So you can even see on GRNQ, just from looking at the indicator, we had a strong sell-off all the way until midday, when it had a little bit of a pop, in which some shorts probably added more to their position here and some longs probably caught this push. But I like to use this as confirmation. If you do want more information on how to get access to the private group and the perks to the private group, make sure you click the first link down in the description. You'll get more info on that, and it'll take you to a website and show you more details. And remember, always put in your key levels whenever you're trading a stock so that you're not blindsided by anything, and that you can be aware when decisions on the chart are about to be made. So if you learned something new in this video and you got any value at all in this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. Make sure you're practicing risk management, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.